Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope everybody's had a fantastic Tuesday so far. I just rolled out of bed like a half an hour ago, guys, so I got the cobwebs. I got like morning face still. Ooh, that light is bright. Yeah. Unfortunately, the shoulders were bugging me last night, and I just could not find that right position, you know, in order to get to sleep. So it took me like 3.5 hours to get to sleep, and then I was waking up like I don't look at a clock or anything, but I was guessing I was waking up like every hour and a half ish, or even less maybe. I just know that I just kept waking up and going, oh, my shoulders. It was brutal. So I ended up putting both heating pads, one on either side of my shoulder last night, and just to get the pain to subside, and then I'd pass out for a little while, and then I'd wake up again, and they'd be hurting, so then I'd put the heating pads and turn them back on again, and just, what a night. But I'm glad I'm awake now. I don't have to worry about that. I got my cushy little blankie thingies here that I can just put onto the desk just to rest my shoulders, and it is nice. It's a nice support underneath the arms to keep the shoulders lifted. Hey, Charlotte, how are you today? Hope you're doing well. Oh, guys, I've been looking forward to playing more of this game here. We're getting so close to getting the $100,000 achievement. Not that I go for achievements much in games, but I don't know, this one was just kind of, it's like, you got 99.9% of the achievements, and there's like one left, you know. It's like, well, yeah, we'll get it. Eventually, we'll get it. So, yeah, I hope everybody's got their drinks and their snacks and boy, oh boy, I can't even speak again today. What is wrong with my brain this week? His words just will not go in the order that my brain's thinking of. But as always, you got about 49 seconds left. Kick back, relax, unwind, and let's enjoy the show here. So you can go get your drinks and snacks and butts coffee. Yeah, words just not coming out today. Just the routine's just gone. I need another half hour to wake up here. But because of that, I did make myself a, it's called a French vanilla cappuccino. My brother bought it for me for Christmas last year, this little box of little packages. So I'm going to try that out in the new Reaper cup that we opened up in mail call yesterday. So yeah, I'm drinking some of that just to hopefully have a little bit of caffeine in there. I didn't check the package to see if it does or doesn't. I've only tried this stuff once before, so we shall see. But are we ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's go jump in the game, shall we? Game. Now, if I remember right, this game has to be on screen. Yes, it is. You guys can see my FPS up there. Perfect. All right. We are good to go. So we last left off with I think it was the Snowpowitch. Is one here. So now we're working on the Chillin turtle. Now, I do like that they've thrown all these check marks down on here. It's, too bad that we already finished all those. All right, let's do the Chillin turtle today. Hey, let's just have a nice chill, kick back, relax, unwind type of stream today. Maybe I'll wake up halfway through the stream. Who knows? Whee! Oh yeah, yesterday. So the calamity with all that. Oh geez. So I got out there, went out and spoke to the officers and asked them, okay, what is it exactly that you need from me, type of thing. They just wanted me to review the tape to see if I had any footage of the individuals or anything on it. So I went through the tape, and I ended up having to go through like from 5 p.m. yesterday, or sorry, 5 p.m. Sunday, all the way until 11 a.m. Monday, and they never drove behind my place at all. And where they parked the car, it was at my neighbor's, but it was flushed right up against my side of the fence. And just the way that the camera pointed, they were hoping that I would have caught it. But I have the camera so that the top part of the camera just hits the top part of the fence, so I'm not looking into the neighbor's yards. And unfortunately, I did not see a dang thing. Didn't see people, didn't even see a car drive by, nothing. So I was unable to help in that endeavor. Which kind of sucks, you know. Would have liked to have been able to help out somebody, you know, get justice for having their vehicle stolen and trashed. Like they, whoever the individual or individuals that grabbed that car, they end up knifing all the seats and everything. Like one of the cops was like, in a hypothetical world, this type of damage that we're seeing here, you'd think that the car was like a drug car and that they knew about it, and so they stole it, and then they were searching for drugs in it. So, like, the under part of the dash was all ripped apart, the glove compartment was ripped open. When they had the trunk open, I could see in there, and there was just knife slashes just all over the fake carpet or whatever that they have in the back of those trunks. And it's like, wow. Whoever took the car was definitely looking for something. Either that or they were just completely trashing the car in a revenge thing or something. I'm not sure, but yeah. Yeah, nope. So nothing that I could do to help out, unfortunately. So, but the officers are really cool. They're all laughing and everything else. They're like, wow, I haven't seen a VH tape in years. I'm like, yeah, well, we installed the system in the 90s. I need to update the recording device, but I mean, it's never had a problem, so don't fix it if it ain't broke, right? Oh, Reap, hey, Reap, sorry, I didn't even see Squeak in there. I'm sorry, man, it's the shades, the polarized lenses. Yeah, if I turn my head to this way, I can see the screen nice and clear. I go this way and I get little shades. That's right, your days are numbered there, Light. But yeah, I don't know if you caught that there or not there, Reek, but I put in a package of a French vanilla cappuccino. That, my brother got me a box of, like, I think it's like 6 packages or something like that for Christmas last year as a stocking stuffer. So this will be the second time I'm having this particular beverage. I can't remember even what it was like, to tell you the truth. It's really hot right now. This mug does a pretty good job of holding heat. Oh yeah, extremely hot. Extremely hot. Oh, nothing wrong with that though. I'll have a tongue of iron in no time. My mom, my God. When my mom drinks a glass of tea, I swear it's still boiling in the cup when she's drinking it. You know what? I think we'll move the truck. This is probably not the best place to put the truck for this particular wreck, so let's move it.
I like to move it, move it.
There we go. Now we should be able to just grab and toss. Oh, hey, there's a thing here too. Okay. I haven't played this one in a long time, so bear with me if I'm not, if I'm just as surprised as you guys are where things are located in here. Is there like no way to get into here? There's definitely stuff in behind. Yeah. Yeah, but there is no way to pop it without getting electrocuted from the looks of it, so we're going to have to bring out the biggins. We're going to have to bring out the explosives. Let's do... Actually, hold on. Maybe we don't have to. Nope, there was no door that I saw that went into that. How's the volume sounds? It's too loud. I can always turn them down in game. The boom booms, yeah, we might have to use those ones here. But, looks like, yeah, there's no door in here, so yeah, you know what? We can afford it. We have 173. There we go. Big a boom. There we go. That's now no longer an issue. Anything else in here? Not that I'm seeing. Okay. Let's see, we got stuff in here. Let's just take a look here. So Abagavi wants a ladder, metal lockers. Napoli wants speakers, cardboard boxes, monitor, and TV for the Solomon. Okay. Now, I just happened to have been watching the YouTube there last night about like 5 failures caught on camera or something like that. And one of them happened to be a shipyard. where they were breaking down all the ships and everything, and it was located in Turkey. So I'm wondering, is that where this game is supposed to be based out of? Oh, and just before stream, I went over to gameplay here, and they have done it. They've got the night disabled on, so we don't have to worry about the darkness when we're outside no more. So, yahoo! Yeah, as I was saying there, my mom, I swear she can drink straight boiling water, but she's been a tea drinker since long before I was born. So she has acclimated her tongue to like molten lava, I swear to God. So the drinks that she can drink, as soon as they're poured at like the restaurant, the coffees and everything else, she can just glug, glug, glug. Like she can chug it and it's like, how do you do that? She goes, I don't know, it's not that hot to me. And it's like, I put it anywhere near my lips, I get like a 3rd-degree burn. Like, Ma, come on, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to do some damage. She's like, oh, no, never have. You know, haven't burnt my taste buds. I can still taste things, you know. Wow, Mom, you're crazy. I couldn't do it. Yeah, you betcha. Don't get in trouble, Lean. And get this area all cleaned it up and real nice. A lot of filing cabinets, yeah. Jeremy, hey my man, how are you? I hope you've been able to play this game as well to its fullest potential. I'm looking forward to the many updates that they said they will be bringing. So as long as, like most game developers and such, you know, as long as their titles do very well, you know, they'll continue to support them. I can't see this one being an abandoned project. Still a little miffed about my gaming club for that, dang it. That was a fun little game, and it's no longer available in the store. There's another one called Internet Cafe Simulator that's exactly the same now that's been put up on there, and it's made by a different developer called Gids Ads, which I can't remember what the developer of the my gaming club's name was anymore, but it's like, this seems kind of familiar here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure it's the same person, or or he's partnered up with somebody. Is what I'm trying to spit out here. Blech, tongue, brain, connect, work. Come on, become a team. Pretty bad when you have to do cheerleading for your brain and your mouth to work together, I tell you. Blech. Is one of those mornings. Like I said, I got up like now, I guess about 45 minutes ago. It's just tossed and turned like a fish out of water in my sleep last night. Just could not get comfy. No matter which way I moved, there was something that was bugging the bursitis, so it was just flaring up hardcore. So, oh well. Damn's the things that you got to deal with. It's called life, right? Karsten, heyo, how are you? Now the European area is starting to get very active this time of night, huh? Everybody's winding down, getting ready for bed. They need their sleep coach. Is that what it is? I gotta go to bed. Oh, I'm not tired. Oh, I should watch Gargoyle. He'll make me pass out. That's right, your personal sleep coach. All for the low price of a like, comment, and subscribe, right? Oh, ran too far. Did I miss it? Oh, there it is. Oops. Oh, keyboard, let go. All right. Keyboard every once in a while likes to act like I'm still holding a button down. But this keyboard, I've had this keyboard for many years. It's my emergency backup, and so I'm glad that I had it. But I have been told that there's a package coming in the mail at some point in time here through Amazon, and I'm to no longer worry. So, huge shout out to that special member of the community. Thank you. I shall open that up on stream tomorrow with everyone. You're a night person as well? Yeah, I've been a night person for most of my life. I guess I was about 6 or 7 when I started realizing that, most people, they start yawning at like 9, 10 o'clock at night, local times. For me, it's more like I start yawning between 3:30 a.m. and 5 a.m. That's when I get the most yawns. That's when I'm most tired. Wow, did we get this entire room? I thought we had some more stuff left. What am I missing? I could have swore we had another room to do. Huh, guess we grabbed everything. Alright. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt, isn't it? I mean, the whole world revolves around everybody, pretty much being like daytime people. But for a large portion of for a portion of the population, there's people that work nights, And we need to kind of have a bit of a, what's the word? Compromise between it, you know what I mean? Why won't you let me? I only have 200 kilos. Why won't you guys seeing this? It just will not let me pick up this dartboard no matter what. It's like, no, you cannot have. You shall not pass. Can I come over? No exits anywhere? Nope. What if I run upstairs? Nope. Trying to find an easier way to get to the, excuse me, to the front of his boat. Jeremy! Hey, man. Like I said earlier there, buddy, I hope that you've had a good chance to play this game. You probably have well and finished it by now if you have, but I'm hoping that you've been able to enjoy the nice, chill demolition game. I got sent a message here this morning, early morning, like 4 o'clock in the morning, about some cashier simulator or something like that. So I'll have to go check that out, see what's going on with that. Not sure if it was, hey, this game is being released, or if this is, hey, it's a publisher, we want you to do some coverage on it. I have no idea. I have to check that email later. But from the headlines of it, I'm thinking it's just saying, hey, this game has come out to Steam. I don't think it's a code. How about now? Can I take you now? No? Yeah, I wonder. Do I have to maybe beat it off the wall? Maybe that'll help. Yeah, took it that way. Interesting. I don't know. Is this the... No, that's the front of the boat. Now I need the back of the boat. Oh, here we go. We can come up through this way. Whee! There's the sound we love to hear. Score! Nothing? What do we got left? Oh, right on. Just all the heavy stuff now. Sweet. Well, that we can do. No issues. Wow, 1,765 hours in Lumberjack's Dynasty, man. Dude, I swear, man, you must have like the most done in that game out of everybody that I know. I mean, to have that many hours in there, you must own like every single one of those tree farms, and your house is probably all 100% done up, fully painted, fully redone in new wood. You pretty much just... Man, 1,700 hours. Wow. Man, I haven't put that many hours into games in a long time. Not gonna make it? He scores. Nice. I tried getting Cademan into my time at Porsche, but he's like, Dad, I kind of want to finish Disney Dreamlight Valley before I start a new game, and he's got I also got him the Lego Batman series, so he's got like, I think it's 3 of them, something like that. Anyway, so yeah, he wants to, he doesn't like to play too many games at once. Excuse me. He likes to play just 1 or 2 games, and he won't really choose any other games until after he's completed one. Just the way he is, just his personality. He's like, no, I want to finish this one before I start a new game. I'm like, okay. So I have a Zoo Tycoon for him. I have a few games that he hasn't started yet, but he hasn't finished off his other ones that he's currently playing. So he's just not too interested. Now, if it was a particular wizard style game, then yeah, he'd jump all over that. But there's a birthday coming up for him, so that's already been taken care of. I could see him jumping over to that pretty soon. So I don't have Caveman this weekend. Pout. But had a friend of mine. He reached out and he was like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, well, I don't have my son, so probably not much. And he's like, how about you come on over? I'm like, uh-oh, what do you need done for work? That type of thing, just giggling around. And basically, he just wants to tear out his old raised bed gardens that he's got on there. He's got a bunch that they made with 2x4s about 25 years ago. And so they want to just remove those out, and then they got some new ones that they want to install. And like he says, out of everybody that he knows, I'm the most mechanically minded and mathematically minded to make sure everything goes all smooth. And he's like, oh, we'll throw in lunch and dinner, so make sure you're here by 11. We'll eat, and then we'll get to work. I'm like, all right. So I'll be doing that on Saturday and Sunday, most likely. Just depends. He's got the one raised garden goes right against the whole back of his fence. And so I'd say that's probably about 45 feet wide, I'm guessing. About that, 45 feet wide. And then it's got two, so it goes in a U shape against the backyard. So here's the alleyway. He doesn't have a garage on the back of the house. It's attached to the house. So in the backyard, it goes fence, it goes his house, backyard, fence, backyard, neighbor's house. Like there's no alley in between. So the way his works is that he's got the house here, and then he's got this big U-shape type of thing. That's his garden, his raised bed garden. It's gonna be really awesome because his wife is Filipino, and oh my God, her and her mom lives there as well. Like he says, he married her, but he gained a mother-in-law roommate. But yeah, so I'll be having some really awesome Filipino food this weekend. I can't say no to that. She's between those two ladies, they're just amazing cooks. A little spicy for my day. What happened? They changed our hammer. There was an update this morning. Our hammer no longer looks like awesome. What the hell is this? This is a metal worker's hammer. What the hell? I don't know. I don't think that was a very good change in the update. I think that kind of looks rotten. I think that's a bad move on their part for this. Lisa, hey dearie, how are you? By the time I came back, you were off stream. I was like, oh, well, I hope you and the ladies had a wonderful time on stream. My mom had a good giggle. My mom's still just trying to figure out how the world of social medias work. She's like, you play video games and you get paid for it. And then she's like, well, how do you get paid? And so I was showing her how everything works. And my mom, she looks at it, she goes, yeah, I think it's time for you to find a new job. Goes, $130 a month? That's your average? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, you definitely need to find another job, son. Gotta love moms. I'm like, and what exactly should I be doing then, Mom? She's like, you need to own a restaurant and teach people how to cook, and then, just do all the glad handing, going around, keeping the customers happy, pouring a coffee, doing conversational stuff, just like a family home style restaurant type of deal. And I had a good laugh at her. I'm like, oh, okay, Mom, so you're going to be my investor? You're gonna pay for the restaurant? And she, well, hell no. Well, there you go, Ma. Now, we didn't see any more of these pallets of items here, like these ones inside here. Didn't see any more of them on the upper floor, so I'm pretty sure we can just go ahead and just tear down everything on this floor. Get it down to the basics. I was looking at the restaurant with you guys on stream one day. Now that was a while ago, and I was back in the day when my my niece and my best friend at the time had they wanted to own their own business. They had just sold their vaping business, and so they were thinking about maybe getting into something, buying another business, and so they were thinking about doing the restaurant thing. And so when they'd reached out to me on it and all that, and yeah, they. In the end, it just, their business goals and my business goals probably just wouldn't work out, so. There was no more forward movement with that, unfortunately. But, nice little restaurant in Enchant. It has its own little, apartment type thing, 2-bedroom apartment upstairs, all that type stuff, so. Would have been cool, but at the same time, it's not a big deal. Pipe dreams come and go, right? Yeah, let's have ourselves another drinky chink. See if it's cooled down a little bit. Nope. Cup's good. It holds its heat. Oh. Yeah, I need to be able to get that iron tongue like my mom's got. Jeez. But she drinks about 4 cups of tea a day, so... One when she gets up in the morning, one with her lunch, one with her dinner, and then another one before she goes to bed. And yeah, like I said, she can drink boiling water, I swear to God. It's just crazy how hot that water is, and she just... Like, Ma, I just poured it out of the kettle. Yeah, so, it's good. And she doesn't take cream in her tea. She only takes a little bit of honey. That's it. Just like a quarter teaspoon of honey. That's it. And it's like, so there's no milk to even cool it down. Like, how do you do that? I don't know. I just always drank tea this way. You're crazy. No, not me. I have a sensitive palate. I haven't quite burned my tongue in with hot chocolate yet enough, I guess. And then my mom was saying, she's like, yeah, but you drink enough hot chocolate. You should have the same issue. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't drink it when it's that hot. I turned my kettle on to oolong, not tea. Or any of those things like boiling. Now I'm hoping, with all my fingers crossed, that we'll be able to drop this whole bolt down in one go. So we gotta pound some rivets for a little bit. Same way, coffee and or tea needs to cool off for a few minutes before I can drink it. Yeah. My mom, she can, like I said, you can go pour into the kettle. Now depending on the tea, she sets different timers for different teas for how long they're supposed to steep. And then, yeah, as soon as like that timer goes off, she's like, yep, that's good. And it's like, how does your tongue just not like have no feeling left in it, Mom? I've always drank tea like this. You're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. Okay, so that's that entire side, all right? It's crazy. I mean, I've been drinking hot liquids for at least 30 years, daily. And I still don't have the tolerance that my mom's got. Alright, let's, I think this is the last wall on this, the basement, and then we gotta take care of the outer edgings and stuff here. I think I'm going to have to remove the top and bottom here of these as well. Just trying to think how we can drop this whole thing in one go. Boom, 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 boom. I think that'd be pretty neat to see again. Let's see, anything this way? These look all finished. Let's just make sure that we go inside here and check. Aha, glad we checked in here. You can remove every single one of the wall panels. I think that's what the trick is in order to get the whole floor just to drop all at once. It looks so good when it happens. Computer slows down quite a bit, but I mean, 10 years old. As long as it doesn't come to a complete stop, we're golden. Mom, that hardcore sounds like she can steal a car and then park it out back. Yeah. Not quite, no. No, but if somebody tried to steal her car, I could see her digging a hole out back for that person, that's for sure. Oh yeah, you don't want to mess with my mom. She can throw slippers around a corner. I could only imagine what she would do with a tire iron on somebody. And with their acreage, good luck. You need to bring the dogs in, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so that's done. Did we get on the inside of this? Got the outside of this. Outside, inside. Ah, inside. There we go. But you are right. She would know where the cameras were, so she could easily hide them, But I would have seen my mom go through either the back or the front door on the camera, and she didn't, so... She has an alibi. Oh, man. My mom's got a great sense of humor. She heard what we were talking about right now. She would be like, oh, but you never know. You know, those seniors, they can be tricky people, you know. You can never quite totally trust them. It was funny, Lisa was on stream there the other night with her and her girlfriends, and they're shooting the gab and everything, and my mom's listening, and she's just giggling away and all that. And yeah, I can't remember what you'd said, Lisa, something about, you know, I'm a pretty good cook or something like that, and my mom's like, oh, they don't know you well enough, you're a damn good baker too, right? And so I wrote that into the chat as well. I was like, yeah, she says I'm a pretty good baker too. See if we can do this good and proper. I'm hoping for a one-shot drop. When we hit that explosive that I planted, I'm hoping that everything comes down. I'm hoping that the whole floor comes down. Hoping for a good show for you guys, because they now have that hide HUD feature, so I'm going to hide the HUD and then set off the explosives and see what type of light show we can get off that. A lot of preparation work for this, but it's worth it. It'll be worth it, I hope. Yeah, the lady officer that came to my door yesterday, asking if I had any footage of that car or anything. She apologized. She goes, "Oh, I thought it was like right behind your house." She just got the numbers off. And I'm like, yeah, it was beside my house, but close enough, like right up against, you know, the fence, you know, type of thing, of my neighbors. But nobody was hurt. Just the stolen vehicle that just completely got shredded. Like I said, the other one police officer was saying, yeah, usually when we see cars shredded like this, they are usually, you know, like a drug dealer's car or something like that, and somebody's, you know, looking for anything that was left behind. Like, I did not know that. Scary stuff, actually. see, just want to make sure that we don't have any missed bolts along here. Looking good so far. These are all good. These are all good. These are all popped as well. Excellent. Okay. So that's as far as I'm going to go for those, because I do not want to catch underneath this by mistake and wreck these. Or. Hold on. Wrong button. Uh-oh, everything's coming down. No, I was not expecting that already. No. What am I missing? Oh man. Oh, flub that up. I was hoping for, like I said, the complete and total crash. But it didn't happen. Oh man. Oh man. Mike, bud, how you guys doing? You on break, bud? Gotta be on break. Let's see, it is, 1:50 your time. Yeah, you're due for your afternoon 15 minutes. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. I hope the little one is getting herself into a bit of a sleep schedule for you and Eden, so you guys can at least kind of, be groggy together instead of working opposite shifts when it comes to the kiddo. That's what happened with me and my ex there. We had I was the full-time caregiver of the kiddo, so as soon as she got home from work, it was like, I'm going for a nap. So we kind of had a little bit, off schedules there for a while. And the baby's on your sleep schedule? Gotcha. Has Eden returned to work, or is she still doing the what do they call that? Maternity leave, right? I couldn't remember if she's gone back yet. I know that she said she wanted to take a couple months off, but I didn't think she was going to take a full year. I couldn't remember. Roddy! How you doing? How you doing? Haven't seen you since last sheep stream, I believe. I hope you're doing well. You know what? I'm getting tired of running around this thing. Let's just cut through here. I'm surprised the Grumpy Gits haven't been doing a Sendoku Dynasty multiplayer playthrough. I'm quite surprised that I haven't seen that from you guys yet. I've seen you doing the it starts with a P, Phantasm? Is that it? Is that how you pronounce it properly? Seen you guys playing that. Seen you guys playing I think it was Sunken Land? Good to hear it, Roddy. Good to hear it indeed. I hope for the best for everybody. Nobody needs to have themselves a bad day. It's part of life, but never wish that upon anybody. Good times for all. And winning lottery tickets too. Nice. You guys got a bit of a schedule thing going on. Plus, really, there's not that much in the storyline so far for Sendoku Dynasty, so yeah, I get it. I can totally see why you're holding off on it. As for myself, yeah, I mean, now that I Am Future is finished up to pretty much the end of its quest line as well, I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be moving back over to Sendoku Dynasty and that. It's just, there's no sense in trying to rush through it all, as far as I know, like how Toplets works and everything. It's just kind of like, yeah, it's going to be a bit, so I might as well not worry about trying to get it all done, as fast as possible. Giving your sister a free holiday? Nice! So she's hanging out on your couch? All paid stay vacation on the couch? I did that for my sister once when they had a big flood in their basement, and my sister's really allergic to mildew and mold. So while the insurance company was fixing their house and all that, she ended up staying here with me and the missus. Yeah, she ended up staying for like 3.5 weeks. She tried going back after 2 weeks after the fumigation, after all the bleach cleaning and everything was done, but it just still was driving her nuts. Her allergies were coming through, and it's like, yeah, come on back here, sis. Yeah, just go over it once every like 3-4 days, and then, you know, if you don't find that you're getting stuffy, then you're good. You betcha. You too, bud. Thanks for hanging out as always, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. We'll probably even have a weekend stream. If it's bad weather. If it's good weather, then I'm going to be helping my friend Tony rip up some of his old planter beds and install some new ones. He's got some really nice metal raised beds that he wants to put in now. Corrugated metal. Oh man, watch this. Okay, I think this is the last wall. If we drop this should bring the whole structure down. Okay. Amazing how just 2 or 3 walls that you forget. Yeah. All right. Fingers crossed for a complete boomer. Son of a bitch. Oh man. I want this to drop. Why are you not going to drop? The whole thing should drop, no problem. Don't want to place explosives there. There we go. What the hell? Oh. That would be why. And what's stopping me? A bar. That'll do it. I paid for a posh coffee from a place like a Starbucks. Like I have to win the dude, in this day and age, you have to win the lottery just to go buy groceries now. Like, it is getting ridiculous. I mean, Rome fell for a reason, you know, like due to greed, famine, you know, that type stuff. And we're just inching ever so much closer to it. All these major corporations keep charging extra money so that they can make bigger profits than they did the year before. Well, you can't do that. You're going to do that, and you just keep pulling money out from the lower, you know, what's the word for it? Wish I had a better word for it, but like the lower classes, the lower incomes, right? Like the more money the rich have, the less money the poor can have. So eventually is going to come a time when, you know, the lower income is going to, you know, start burning down, you know, companies and people's houses and stuff like that, because, you know, there's no money for the lower classes. You know, consumer capitalism works only so well until the equilibrium is thrown out, right? And we are well past the equilibrium point at this point. So, I mean, I'm no economics professor or anything along those lines, but I mean, I did study history. We're following the same path as Greece and Rome from the ancient times. We have Costa Cafe. Yeah, we have lots of coffee cafes and everything else here, but you cannot go out and buy like even a small coffee for less than $3. They charge you like $3 and like 19 cents or something, or whatever it is. I remember I used to buy Hera, one of those little puppuccinos, you know, type of thing, like the ice cream little cups for the dogs and that. And it used to cost $2.50. It is now $9.12. It's like, I love you, puppy, but if you're still with me, yeah, that's ridiculous. It's just nuts. It's just absolutely redonkulous how much that they want to charge nowadays for convenience items. I mean, I'm looking at it here, and I'm going, if I'm going to start doing bang for my buck budget shopping, because it's getting to be to that point. I mean, $790 a month is not much by the time you start paying all your bills and type of thing. So it's like, okay, I think I'm going to have to start making my own spring rolls and shit. You know what I mean? Like, just because the best bang for the buck, your cabbage is not too expensive, your carrots aren't too expensive, bean sprouts aren't too expensive. Yeah. Garlic, if I get the pre-diced stuff, it's not too expensive. The fresh stuff that too's going out to lunch. Price. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna kill the camera here. Didn't realize I still had that on. I know the light's on though. Have I tried Sunningland game? No, I haven't. She's playing the McLab? Oh, right on. No, actually, I haven't. I haven't even heard of that game. I'll have to look that up. That's the first time I've ever heard that particular name before. What's it about? Now, if it's like a top-down game or something like that, then yeah, that would make sense why I don't know about it, because I don't play those styles of games. Oh, Sunken Land. Nope. No, I have not played it. I'm not really big into the survival games, right? Like, so originally the YouTube channel was basically a place for me just to kick back, relax, unwind, just, if I'm undergoing any style of like adrenal surges or anything along like that, then it just gives me time just to sit and let my body heal, as well as with the fibro fog, the cognitive issues that you get when your fiber is really bad. It helps keep your brain active. So it was recommended to me a while ago that you should probably play some sort of relaxing style video games, like those puzzle type ones and such. And a lot of people who have chronic pain conditions, they kind of self-isolate. And so in order to prevent that, the psychiatrist at the time was like, hey, like there's these, YouTube's out there as a streaming platform. There was this other one called Justin TVs was out there. He explained to me all those types of things. I was like, yeah, okay, well, I'll just, I got, a few friends that, we like to play hockey and stuff online with. So, I'll do that for a while. And then one of my buddies, Dental, he was like, no, dude. He's like, you gotta stream this. You gotta stream this. I'm like, all right. And so he got me into the streaming. Mentioned by I don't know if it was psychiatrist or psychologist or whatever he was, but first mentioned by him. And then later on, had to go to a second opinion for the oil company, and the lady that I got for the second time around, she said pretty much the exact same thing. She said, yeah, for what you're capable of doing, for all the pain and everything that you're going to be living through in life, definitely play some video games, relax, have some fun, just chill out. And it was like, and that's kind of how we got the kick back, relax, unwind style motto for the game. It's like 7 Days to Die. And now I really enjoyed 7 Days to Die on its very first iteration that came out. Mind you, there was like a couple patches that came out with it, so it was workable. I really liked it, and then it got so popular that they just went overboard for my likings. It just got way too much. I can't keep up with all that crap that they got going in those games. Alright, get rid of you. Oh man, hold on, I gotta sneeze again. Jeez, every day. Okay, I think we're good. Sneeze, blow my nose. I think we're okay. No more burning feeling. Ooh. But yeah, Sunken Land is like 7 Days to Die. Yeah. But like I said, I'm just I suck at those types of games, and B, I just never really got into them as a form of entertainment. When I was younger, I used to play a lot of like civilization games. You know, the little squares, and then later on they came out with the hexagon style movements and that. But I noticed that the fibro in that, I started missing like some of the simple moves. Like I was pretty decent at it, you know, like, you know, I just to toot my own horn. I will toot my own horn on that. You know, I was really decent at the civilization games. And then it became too much to try to process, and just when you're hurting all the time, it's hard. Yeah, this is my niche. Yeah, no, it doesn't do all that great for the algorithm or anything along those lines. Like, I mean, I'm at what, 2460, something like that for subscribers, something like that. I've been at this for like 10 years. I'm only at 2400, but I don't care. I you know, the people that I have here are the ones that matter. Yeah. The ones that always hang out. You guys are the ones that I come for. You know, I don't come every day to make my stats better. And that's unfortunately what this the Alberta government here wants me to do. Like, you know, she's like, oh, you know, like, can you get yourself up to 25,000 by the end of the year? And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Okay, lady, you don't know YouTube for shit, and I don't know your job for shit. Tell you what, I won't tell you how to do your job. You don't tell me how to do my job. And then I started explaining to her how, you know, ins and outs works with YouTube. I'm like, yeah, if you need to have a goal set for me, or if I need to set a goal, how about we do something realistic and say 2,500 by the end of the year? And it's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close. I don't know if we'll make it. So I only average about 8 to 10 subs a month. So now, this is not a pity party. This is just an information thing. I just want people to know that right now. Yeah, no, I'm just letting everybody know that this is how it is. This is the way my life works. And so yeah, they want me to have she put down 2,500. I'm like, I doubt I'll make it, but you know, I'll do what I can. But you know, I'm not going to sit there and, you know, do the constant, you know, hey guys, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification. You know, no. It's bad enough I gotta do it once or twice a stream. Slater? Yeah, I love Slater. You mean Slater or Slayer? Bob Slayer. I watch him all the time. Yep, he's in my subs list. Damn good guy. Look at this place. This place has finally come along, but I don't know why this hasn't dropped yet. It should have dropped by now, I would have thought, but we'll go see what's going on with that. See, the thing is, I don't want to pop these buttons yet because I don't want this whole floor to go out because it'll wipe those out. So I'm just getting it prepped for that later. Right now what I want is I want this whole entire first floor and up to drop. I don't know why it's not doing it yet. Driving me crazy. Yeah, Bob is cool. I like Bob. And I hope he gets more subscribers in that as well, if that's his goal. If that is his goal. I don't know what his goal is. I just know that I quite enjoy spending time hanging out watching his... oh, that's probably what it is. That's what it was. That one wall. Or that one little tiny piece on there. God, I love that. I would agree with you, Roddy. I'd say he's Irish as well. I would think that he is Irish. He's definitely from over in the UK zone there, for sure. But, of course, you being from the same zone, you definitely know better than I would whether or not... Oh, man. Uh-oh. 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 I don't know if we can get up on top of that. We're going to have some flying goods here in a minute, I think. What the heck? Oh, the wind picked up. I'm hearing all these thunk, bang, 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 thunk, 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 on my roof again, and it's these bloody ornamental apple trees. These little... They're about the size of a large marble. And they're hard as a rock. They're dropping down onto the metal roof that we put on. Alright, is that... I think we got everything off that, didn't we? Woo! Nope, super. I don't know if I can get up onto that. Nope. Alright, we're gonna have pieces flying. Oh well. Tried to keep the junkyard clean, not gonna happen. Oh, big stretch, big stretch. Oh, you were talking about that power wash simulator. I was going to say that I just finished up that pool cleaning simulator. All its content. We're waiting for more for next update. We did a lot of power wash simulator on my channel when it first came out and that, and then I try to keep the YouTube algorithm happy as as little as I can, type of thing. I don't go overboard trying to bend over for the algorithm. But if a game series can't average around 100 views after 4 days, then I kind of have to move on. Otherwise, my channel just gets buried in the algorithm. Like I said, for all those that are here, it's like finding that hidden gem. You guys have found a hidden gem of a channel because, you really got to go looking to find my channel. It's not on many recommended lists, so I'll just say that. Now, one thing that I can't stand is the way YouTube's algorithm works for, like, say, your recommended page. For example, my son watched, what was it? It was like one of those, like, creepy stories channels. I can't Dark 5, that's what it is. It's the channel is called Dark 5, and he watched like 1 or 2 videos. Now my entire recommended is nothing but that damn channel now. And I'm like, I'm not into this shit, excuse my language, but I'm not into this at all. So I clicked in don't recommend channel. Now I get on my recommended channel, now it's called a mix of all Dark 5 mysteries, and there's 3 of them that are on there, and you can't get rid of that damned mix. And it's like, what the hell? I said I do not want to see it, do not recommend this channel. But so in order to get around that, they stick this mix of all the different videos that you can't remove off your feed. That drives me nuts. Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants is on there. I was sent a key for the DLC. However, both my ex-wife and I, we don't agree on many things when it comes to Kiddo, but anything SpongeBob SquarePants related is prohibited. We will not fry his brain cells having him watch that show. And so I declined the key, so that way he can't go to his mom and go, Mom, look, Dad's playing it, I should be able to watch it, so you just get rid of any of that ammunition for him, right? Oh yeah, definitely going to be playing the Back to the Future DLC when it comes out. Oh yeah, that's a guarantee. That is if they send me a code. Yeah, which usually they do. I've oh, look out, here they come. Oh hey, they actually landed in the zone. Normally they fly out somewhere over in the great wide world. All right, nice. Less running around for cleanup. But yeah, so that's why there's no DLC for the Power Wash Simulator, just because it started getting less than, I think it was like 40 views or something like that. It's like, nope. Now that the views are on top of the views that I have from live stream. These are on the watch later stats, not the live stream stats. So I usually average anywhere from about 16 to 32 views on the live streams. It used to be much higher when Medieval Dynasty came out, but I just can't stick to one game all the time. Life is about variety. So that's how I live it, with variety. Yes, a next update for Planet Crafters coming. Did you hear that they have a surprise announcement for everybody? I'm going to guess and say they got hooked into taking a publisher. Now, I haven't talked to them in a very long time. When the game first came out, there was a few things on there, and I gave them some help with the testing and that, but I haven't done much with it with any of the updates or anything, so I haven't talked to the two developers in ages. I hope they're doing all right. But yeah, I think they might have gotten rooked into getting a publisher, which they honestly don't need. They have such a great little game. What they would gain by getting a publisher is actually going to be a net negative for them in total revenue at the end of the day. But I'm looking forward to the updates for Planet Crafter. I'm looking forward to an update at some point in time to come from Monbazo. I don't know what happened. The last update we had was like around beginning of April. Okay. I was going to say it was like around 420, but it wasn't. It was before that. It was like first week of April, if I remember right. And yeah, I haven't heard anything since. There hasn't been any teasers from the guy in his Discord or anything. He still chats in Discord with his select few. You know, there's like 3 or 4 that he'll respond to, but that's about it. I'm not one of them. I've never had any type of rapport with the Mombazoo gentleman. But I'd like to see the steering wheel get an update on there and another game update. That game is really enjoyable. And it's a hit and miss on the channel, but that one, I don't care. I don't care if it's a hit or miss on the channel. It's just way too much fun. It embodies the spirit of this Canadian. Wow! I wasn't expecting to fall through the floor. Alright. Not close enough to the truck from here, but oh well. Clean all these ones up as well. Get this whole floor to drop out from underneath us in just a minute. Is the goal. Does not take long to fill up 240 kilos. Like I said, if this game's going towards multiplayer and bigger ships and stuff, I would really like to see them extend out the upgrades of the tools. Because right now, currently, the way it stands is 240 kilos isn't enough for this make-believe world that we're in here. Okay, so that should pop, that should pop. Pop. Take these ones, these pop. You pop, pop, pop. Yeah. So far, I've really been enjoying this game. Like, I mean, it is a time killer. You'll start playing, you'll look over, and you know, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, I've been playing for 15 minutes." You'll look over again, it's like, "I've been playing for 2 hours. I need to get up and stretch." But you just don't realize the time flying. So they did a fantastic job for that with this game. That's the way games should be. You know, you should be so much fun that you don't realize that the time is flying by. Speaking of which, I'll have to check the stats on this one. I hope this one isn't coming to an end. But I did notice that the last 2 videos, like I check every Friday, right? So I'll check on Friday and see where we're at, and that'll tell me if next week if we'll be returning to this one or not, which I really hope we do, because I really enjoy playing this one. Hanging out with everybody. It's pretty it allows me the comfort of knowing that I can read more chat and not ruin the gameplay for you folks at the same time by, you know, like having to stop or anything, like, or pause the game so I can talk to chat because, you know, too much action's going on. that type of thing. To me, this is a great little game that I can play and hang out with you guys and have a whole bunch of awesome conversations, find out how everybody's doing, see how all their kids are growing, and you know, get to boast about my little caveman. He's getting so much closer, folks. He's got a bit of a balance issue, right? So trying to learn how to ride a bike with him has been pretty difficult. You know, the balance is just not there yet. So, but this weekend he was able to, I think he went about like 30 feet or something like that. Yeah, I'd say about 30 feet. Just straight up pedaling on his own. He left me in the dust, and he was so happy and excited for it. But he just could not get that coordination to come back for him to get like a do it again type of deal. So, oh well, he'll catch it, and then once he's got it, he'll be gone. I'll have to, you know, get an electric bike or something so I can keep up with him. Now, I did reach out to an electric bike company, and they said, oh, yes, they'd be happy to work with me and stuff. When they release their bikes into Canada, they're not in Canada yet, but when they do, they'll be happy to work with me. So we'll see. I love that. Just like that. Boom, 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 boom. The entire floor is now cleared out. Sweet. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go... here, let's just do this. Rid of that. Now, up in the top left corner there, you can see how it says claim at the computer. So we're going to go claim these contract jobs so we can shrink that menu just a little bit. Whee! Alright, so contracts. We're going to claim. Claim. And claim. There we go. We're at 91,000. Sweet! So close to getting that last $100,000 treatment. Or, achievement. Treatment? Achievement. Alright, now we get to clean up our mess. And this is the part that I would like to see right here. I would love to see, like, say, double the amount, 500 kilo style. Phasmophobia, the same as McLab and Sheep and TJ. Yeah, not really into those games. How to explain this? I love horror movies, and I loved horror games. And I played a ton of them. There's a ton of them that are on my channel if you take a look in that, but some of them had to have been hidden because over time YouTube has decided that, oh, well, you know, is this channel made to be family friendly or for kids or for adults only? And if you have those type of games on there, it's considered adults only, you know, so it didn't really help me getting out there for the longest time. For almost a year, I had gotten 12 subscribers for a year. That would have been from 2015 to 2016. Yeah, that's as many subscribers as I got in 1 year. I mean, couldn't even average like one a month, you know what I mean? So, and then I was speaking with one of the reps at YouTube, like, yeah, what's going on? And he's like, well, you know, he's like, okay, well, yeah. If you have mature content games on your channel, you know, the algorithm's going to look at you as a mature content and they're not going to recommend you. So it's like, oh, okay, so I hit a whole bunch of them. But what ended up happening was my brother got the Oculus VR, and I started playing horror games in that. I cannot play a regular horror game on a monitor anymore. I just find it's like, oh, this would be so much better in VR. The jump scares are there in VR. I don't get that from monitor games or anything. You know, like you hear some, I call them screamer streamers, you know, that, you know, like wig out and all of a sudden you hear this, you know, like, and there's a big flash on screen and, you know, like a ghost running at you on screen, but it's on screen to me. It doesn't give me that thrill. Now you put me into VR and now we're talking. So yeah, my brother has got several horror games that we play. And heck, I enjoyed it so much, the VR horror games, that I put like a month of horror games, month of October, horror games, and Yeah, that's pretty much what the algorithms decided that year was like, yeah, no, we're not going to recommend you to anybody. But I enjoy watching them. I just don't enjoy playing them because I want that thrill that I got from the VR. It took me a long time, Mike, to get used to it. I can't do like the things like the roller coasters and that, but if the game is really well optimized for a racing game, I much prefer it. Oh yeah, I love playing. So for a few years there, my brother was sponsored for what's the game? iRacing, and so he's got like the full setup. The only thing that he doesn't have is a motion rig underneath his whole cockpit setup. Like he was really good. What do they call it when somebody just goes into them and they're just naturally really good? Alien? Yeah, I think that's what they called him. So he was like an alien racer because he's just good. Like, he kicks my ass no matter. I could practice a course for like 10 years and he could just sit down once and just completely destroy my times. He's just that's his thing, you know? Just really good at it. But unfortunately, he no longer does the iRacing and that anymore. He burned himself out, right? Like after 5 years of competitive sponsored racing. So he just burnt himself out. Mind you, he was working a different job in that at the time, so he'd come home from work, he'd jump in behind the wheel, he'd have to take days off from work for some sort of like tournament races or whatever you want to call it. And type thing, and it was just starting to interfere with his overall life, and he was like, you know, I think this is going to be my last year, you know, like he went out on a high note, you know, he finished 8th or whatever it was overall through all of North America or something like that. And he was like, yeah, I am happy with that. I'm gonna retire from it. And he did. I mean, he did all right for, he never told me how much he was making for sponsors or anything like that, but it was enough that, yeah, he has like, you know, the best like steering wheel, handbrake, vibratory things that are on the cockpit setup. Like it's crazy. Like he's got like a rumble strip sensor thing, so his whole chair's rumble and that when you go over it, and he has an actual car seat in his cockpit. It's he wants something a bit more comfy than the racing seat, so he got himself a Mazda RX-7 seat that's all fully plushed up and yada yada yada. And so he has his own like racing shoes even. Like, yeah, he was right into it, like absolutely into it. It was awesome to watch him race. Like it was just crazy. Like I wouldn't have tried taking that corner. I probably would have been doing that corner about 60 mile an hour slower than what he takes it at, you know. And he just hears this little out of his tires as he's going around the corner. I tried doing it all years. I'm all over the place, but he gets these little tiny quiet little chirps out of all the corners that he takes, like, and it doesn't matter. He can jump from one style of car to another, like go from dirt racing to track racing, and it's the same thing. He's just amazing. Gotcha. But yeah, and that's all done in VR and that as well. And so, oh god, it was just so much fun. But it took me a long time to get used to the motion sickness, though. It just was crazy how long it took. I'd say it probably took me about 3 months before I became comfortable for racing more than about half an hour at a time. And when I first tried, it was like 5 minutes, and then I just felt green for like the whole day, right? Like, oh god. Like, oh, I can't do this. And my brother's like, no, just keep trying, you know, like, so how it usually worked is my brother would go through and he would do a couple laps on a track that he'd be racing that weekend or whatever, right? And then he'd have me come down and he's like, okay, I want you to, you know, race around the track and I'll see if there's any corners that you're doing better than me on, and, you know, that type of stuff. And every once in a while I would pick up on something that he wasn't picking up on, and he could shave like seconds off his time when he would incorporate what I was doing. And I was like, just wow, dude, like that's just crazy. Top marks for that. Unknown date. Yeah, exactly. Everything's all unknown date. And if you take a look at it, I think it hasn't been updated since like it has to be within the first week of April, like April 6th or something like that. Like when he put those messages down, and it's just there's nothing else. There's been no teasers like he was doing before, type thing. Like not even a picture of like the new racetrack or anything that he's planning on working on. Like not even like no screenshots, no nothing. And so it really makes me wonder what's going on with him. If he's found the limits of Unity and he's trying to, force them through, or what? I don't know. I mean, right now with Unity shooting themselves in the foot with all their new terms of service and that, I bet you there's going to be at least 60% less games out there on the Unity engine that were supposed to be coming out. I bet you they're all going to get canceled and they'll all go over to Unreal. Yeah, Unity has been unreasonable with their new terms that they want. They're basically trying to pretend that they're the next Steam. And it's like, no, it's an acceptable engine. It's not a fantastic engine. It's acceptable. All right, apparently that one won't even highlight. All right. But yeah, it's not the world's greatest engine by any means. So with them changing their terms of service and everything else around the way that they have, that company's going to go bankrupt in about... I can't see Unity being a thing unless they change their terms of agreements and offer major public apologies. I can't see them staying in business for the next 5 years. I could see that going the way of the wind. And if that's the case, anybody who has older computer systems, you'll probably want to start saving up your pennies now, because for the Unreal games, it does take more GPU and CPU than anything that's about... I'd say anything that's 8 years old or older, you're going to have you won't have the optimal time with it. You'll need to upgrade if you want optimum gaming. Yeah, and it's here for life, Roddy. Like it's going to be one of those things that, the influenza and all that, we're just going to have to learn to live with. It's just going to be, in 30 years from now, it's just going to be considered a variant of the cold. That's all it is. Once it got released, that's it. There's no putting it back in the bottle or the petri dish. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just really sucks that, it's the CCP government's all involved in everything else in this, so you're never going to get a straight answer. Independent investigators out there have done a fantastic job, and all the companies, all the pharmaceutical companies are still sitting there rubbing their hands going, oh yeah, we made so much money off of that. But I have to give them credit. Scientists usually are in competition with each other, but for coming up with the RNA work and everything like that, they all group together. So good on the scientific community for that. I mean, banding together like that so that way they can make as much money as possible off of it. They did it, you know what I mean? And we got ourselves, something to lessen the symptoms out of it. So remember, it's a vaccine, not an immunization shot. It's just a vaccine. Now, if they can come up like the immunization shot, like they did with like polio and stuff, now that would be better. But they're not going to. They're not working on that at all. There's zeros, not a single company working on it. Why? Well, because it's a cure. You never cure something, because if you cure it, you don't get residual payback, right? So, you gotta think about stuff like that. It's still around because the pharmaceutical companies want it to still be around. Eventually, over time, yeah, they can definitely come up with a way to immunize people with it, but they're not going to. This is a cash cow for them. They ain't going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. They ain't going to do nothing that takes away that ability. They're money makers. Back into the crypt, yeah. Oh man, last night I swear to God, that was like, shoulders, cut them off. Could not get comfortable at all. You can't lay on the sides, no way in hell that I can lay on my sides right now. So I gotta lay on my back, which is fine. That's my normal sleeping position anyway. But the way when you lay down over time, you kind of like sink into the bed a little bit, and it pushes my shoulders forward right into where the bursitis is, really driving me nuts. Just a bad night last night. So I mean, I tried heating pads and that. I didn't do like the hot cold treatment. I just did straight up just heating pads. But I don't know. And yesterday was my day off with the TENS machine, so I do own a TENS machine. So I've been using that religiously every day for like the last 3 months, and it shouldn't be lasting this long. So my doctor's worried that it might be part and parcel of the fibro, that just eventually my muscles just can't take the tension anymore. You hate Dr. Pepper? Oh my goodness, you are in the wrong stream then, my friend. Oh, I love Dr. Pepper. I mean, I love Dr. Pepper so much. Hold on, you're going to get a quick black screen for a moment. I love Dr. Pepper so much that there's even a GG emoji of Dr. Pepper. Game should be back here in a second. Give it a second. There we go. I had to bounce out. Anytime you bounce out, you guys get a black screen. My apologies. But yeah, if you look in the chat there is a bunch of Dr. Pepper emojis. No, it's my drink of choice. Has been for many, many, many years. I started getting GERD when I was about 6 or 7 years old. Turned out I have intolerance to high acidity items like tomatoes, lemons, those type of things. Anything high in ascorbic acid, I have an intolerance for it. And because there was no such thing as far as the doctors were concerned when I was a kid, there was nothing that they could do about it. And so, I mean, you eat spaghettis or, cabbage rolls, anything with high acidity sauces in it, and it went from heartburn and turned into GERD. Then one day I had a Dr. Pepper after I think it was lasagna or something like that we had, and the Dr. Pepper lowered all the symptoms of the GERD. Like, it was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And what it's doing is it's balancing out my stomach acid. So it's like, sweet. Oh wow. But then again, do you like coriander? Oh, that's something else I gotta let Tony know. I cannot eat coriander. Coriander to me is pure soap. It is the grossest thing to put on. As long as it's diet Dr. Pepper. Oh, I couldn't do diet. I can't do diet drinks. Oh, sucrose tastes disgusting. My ex-wife, with her being diabetic, for every time while we were married, every time we went out to like restaurants and stuff, she couldn't tell the difference between a regular Coke or a Diet Coke. And every time she's like, does this taste like a regular Coke? And I'd have just the tiniest sip of it, and I'd be like, oh no, that is definitely diet. I cannot. The flavor of diet's gross. But like I said, it might be because they call, what is it, super taster. That's what it is, because I have like over 50 bumps per square half centimeter or something like that. I can't remember. They did a long time ago when we were in school, and apparently I had the most amount of taste buds on my tongue per inch than any of the other students. Actually, it was like, you took like the top 5 students and how many taste buds they had per inch, and then added that together, I still had more. It was crazy. Like, my dentist has said it many, many times. He's like, I've never seen anybody with so many taste buds on their tongue. I was like, oh, okay. That's great. I mean, I get to taste all the nuances in food, right? Like, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Too bad I don't like wine. Otherwise, I could have become one hell of a sommelier, right? Those guys make good money, and they get to get drunk all day. But, A, I don't like being drunk, and B, I'm not a big fan of wine. Mead, I enjoy, but I don't take mead to its full extent. When I make my mead, it goes to, like an adult apple juice. An adult juice. You know what I mean? Like, it's never more than 5%. The yeast that I had, said it went up to 4%, but there was some ABVs that I got that were about 5 to 5.3, and that was enough. That's enough. I don't like heavy tasting alcohol. I would like to be able to drink, say, 3 or 4 bottles of my peach or cherry mead and not feel any effects of it. That's why I made my own, because I could never get any cherry mead from the liquor stores at the time that was anything less than 16%. Or, sorry, 11%. That's what it was. Sorry, 11%. And I didn't like the heavier ones at all. Just the flavor goes off. You don't get that nice citrusy or floral or whatever that you're going for taste out of it. Iron Brew. Oh, man. Iron Brew is amazing, man. My brother brings that back every time he goes to the UK, because the Iron Brew that we can get here is not the same at all. It's like comparing Iron Brew to Fanta, like orange Fanta. That's what it tastes like over here. All right, let's go take a quick look over at the Discords while we're waiting for that. See if we got any messages. Oh, I got something from Budster. Ah, yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Excellent. Okay, we're up to date on that. Excellent. Okay. Nothing else in Discord? No. Okay. Oh, dang it. Gotta bring the chat back up. There we go. Oh, no. There we go. And did we have any launchables? If we did, they're not close enough for me to care about. Okay. Any good shows on Netflix? I mean, I was just watching this, was it last week or the weekend? Or weekend before? Watched a show called One Piece on Netflix, and I kind of like it. I don't know what it is about it, but I kind of like it. Now, I know that it is based upon one of the top anime series that's out there and all, but still, what do you guys think of it? Bell's whiskey is good. I like a good what's the one that I used to get there? Gibbons Silver. It was like 25 years old whiskey. And yeah, it's pretty good. But once again, I don't drink to get drunk, let's see, had a beer. Was it last year I had a beer, or was it the year before? Maybe it been the year before I had a beer. And then before that was like 7 years of no purchased booze. Now, we did have mead and stuff that I had made, but unfortunately, I guess we go back, geez. Caveman's turning 8, so that blew up when he was 3, I think. So yeah, I haven't had any homemade alky in like 5 years. What happened was, my brother and I really like meat, right? So we had set up his garage, because he's got a furnace in the garage, and that we had one of the back corner closet cupboard thingies. So we set it all up where we could put all the carboys and everything can ferment on one side, and then on the other side was storage. Well, furnace blew out while we were gone for a Christmas vacation at my folks' place, and we all got like 2 weeks off. It was fantastic. Got 2 weeks off. It was minus 40 degrees Celsius out, so that's minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit as well. And it blew every single one of my glass. All my carboys, all my wine bottles, everything blew when the furnace went out. Like even my siphon, I had a glass siphon. That even shattered too, but that's probably because a large hunk of the carboy came down and landed on it, and the carboy shattered. Yeah. I pay for no services, movies and shows that lost their appeal. Yeah. I have Netflix, but the only reason why I have Netflix is because I live in the same house with my brother, and he has it. So he just is giving me an extra account for that, and I pay for Disney. So I'm allowed on the income supports disabilities. I'm allowed to pay for one television service. So I could use cable. I could pay for cable for whatever it is, and then have all the channels, or I can use one web streaming service. And so I use Disney for Captain Caveman, and then I have the Netflix for my brother. So then if I want to watch anything on Amazon, I just go downstairs to his computer and just watch it down there, because he has Amazon. I do not. I've never had an Amazon account, period. Once we get everything set up and I can get myself a postal box or something like that going on, then we'll get my own Twitch account, or my own Amazon account. Oh, I didn't know Sheep wasn't feeling good. I saw that he only had like a half-hour stream the other day. Oh man, Jack, my dad, when I was a kid, made vodka out of potatoes or whatever it was. And oh my god, now that was straight jet fuel. That was crazy how much alcohol was in that. Like, it, oh. Whew. Not my thing. Not my thing. I mean, I'd be thinking that. Hold on. Let's just get out. Let's save it. All right. Yeah, I think paint thinner probably would have had more of a flavor than what his had. Oh man, that was so strong. Like, you brought the glass anywhere near your nose, and you're like, whoo, this would wake up the dead. Yeah, this is, yeah, my dad at the time, he didn't have an ABV counter, or the scale. I can't even think of the damn bloody thing right now. Brain, come on. It's been too long. But yeah, so we had no idea what type of alcohol it was, like what content, but it was by far the strongest that we had ever tasted. And it was to the point where my dad's friend was like, you know, this might make us go blind because it was just so strong. And this is coming from, you know, a German fellow who had, you know, been in Canada for like 20 years, you know, type of thing, you know, older, retired fellow. And he was like, yeah, he's like, you know, dude, this is pretty strong stuff. Yeah, well, hopefully we don't go blind from drinking this. Oh my god, that was like 26 years ago. Jeez, amazing how time flies. My god, my dad was younger than I am right now when he made that. Holy crap, I'm getting old. Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Oh, shoot. Schnitzel. Oh, dang it. Oh, well, who cares? I looked over at the chat and I started laughing. Because he says you can replace smelling salts with it. And you could. You could easily replace smelling salts with this stuff. It was so potent, so strong. It's the only part of the game that I don't like, trying to keep up with chat and do this portion of the recycling. So I'm always constantly looking over at my chat. i7 CPU, 1080 FPS, 3 grade motherboard. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got. 3rd gen? Okay, so yeah, I got an i7 477DK, so I can overclock it CPU. I have a 1080 Ti motherboard, or graphics card. And my motherboard is... Shoot, I can't remember. It's an MSI GD70 or 72, something like that. So I'm not sure what generation that is. But it's done very, very well for over 10 years now. And I have to give credit where credit is due. That all the parts and everything that were put into here were made really well to last as long as this computer has, with as many videos as we got out there. I mean, I have over 1,500 videos on YouTube. I know for a fact that I did over 150 cooking shows on Mixer/Beam. Probably another 200 to 300 videos that I did on Twitch. And this computer has handled all of it. we're getting to the point now where we're getting lots of stutterings and stuff. Like right now, as you can see in the top left corner, we're only getting between like 35 and 45 frames type deal. Aww. We missed 3. Oh well. If you leave without sorting missed items, you will lose 50% of missed items. Well, if I only miss 3 and I lose 50% of that, screw it. We'll leave. Interesting. Yeah, and I still run Windows 10. Yep. Yeah, exactly, Jack. Yep. I expect by Christmas next year that... okay, I can't say I expect. I'm... From the way things are going at this current time, I would think that around Christmas by next year that we'll have a newer gaming system all set up. So, which is fantastic, because if I can move forward with the electric bikes and stuff, I would like to be able to bring some of that content to you guys as a separate channel. Now, it would be a seasonal channel, so I don't ever expect to make any money off it. I don't expect it to blow up, but Calgary has over 1,000 kilometers of paved trails, bike trails. So I would love to take everybody out there and to show off all this area that we have. Now, it is a lot of prairie area, but we do have some areas that have quite a few trees and that in it. So. There we go. We're at $92,000, almost $93,000. Look at that. Sweet. More like 3 weeks. You have a 1 terabyte hard drive? Nice. I have 2 1 terabyte SSDs and 1 2 terabyte hard drive. And it's done very well for me. Other than the fact that I've completely pretty much filled up 2 of them. I got to go in there and both my SSDs are really full. I got to go in there and find out what's filling it. I don't save anything to my Windows drive, which is one of my SSDs, but yeah, it keeps filling up, and I think it's got something to do with screenshots and all the Adobe, like my media, Adobe, what do I call it? Adobe Premiere and Adobe Photoshop. I think everything's getting saved onto there, even though I tell my final product to save on a different drive, like I put that on my hard disk drive, but it seems to put like the copies or the main things. I'm thinking it puts it onto that one drive. I don't know. It just drives you nuts. Benchmark is about 200. Nice. Yeah, I'm pushing around that. When just depends on what benchmark I use. If I use the fuzzy donut of death, then it's a little bit lower than that. Oh yeah, Reap. Oh yeah. That mug is fantastic, man. I got about a quarter cup of this French vanilla cappuccino left in it, and it's still warm. It's not like I'm drinking hot chocolate like we used to. Oh, how amazing is that? But I think, let's go take a look here, and we're done for that one. So we'll take a look and see how the videos are doing. If they're doing very well, we'll go ahead and we'll bring out the Maroon Lagoon for the next stream of this. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to see what's going on with this cashier simulator. If it's a code, we'll come back with that tomorrow. If it's not a code, then maybe we'll do Sengoku Dynasty. Just to do something a little bit different, bring that back in. Keep that in the update. You could get an update to benchmark 400. Nice. Yeah, man, keep up with the updates for sure. But yeah, I think that's hold on. Oh Christ, forgot the light. Oh, hold on, gotta go grab the light. All right. Okay. Oh, upgrade to gotcha. Okay, gotcha. You have to purchase to upgrade. Gotcha. It's just not some drivers upgrade. Got it. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, as long as you're able to have fun, that's what really counts, right? I'm looking forward to hanging out with everybody once again tomorrow. At this point in time, I can't see any reason why I won't be here. Friday, I have to do a bunch of grocery shopping, and that usually just completely wipes me out for the day, right? So I'll probably take Friday off. If I'm going to see Tony and his wife on the weekend, then I won't stream this weekend. But if I do stream, or sorry, if the weather's not great and he doesn't want to work on the garden this weekend, then I'll definitely stream this weekend. So if not, the weekend after that is going to be Thanksgiving in Canada. And I have Caveman for it, so we're probably going to go to my folks' place unless the weather's bad, and then we'll hang out here. But otherwise, though, I think that's everything. I think we're all caught up. Let me just look outside quick. Okay, I don't see anything there. Let me just look over at the other camera. Hold on. Nope, there's nothing at my front door. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure. Expecting an Amazon package to open up on tomorrow's live stream, guys, so make sure that you're there. As always, thank you so much for being here, folks. Don't forget the usual blurb, the like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, super chats, thanks, it all helps the channel, yada yada yada, that crazy fun stuff. Thank you so much for being here, guys. You all are awesome and amazing peeps, same as these huge heroes to the channel. So thank you, Annie64, Devin, Shane, Spiderette, William, Little, Mac, Karsten, Indigo, Jack, Ebuzz, Lean, Eden, William, Bud, Renee, Crystal, Noah, Douglas, Split, Into, Malachi, lost it there, it was To Be Happy, Froggy, John, Riggs, Michael, and Aiden. Thank you so much for all you guys for being heroes of the channel. All your support really helps. And don't forget, folks, if you are here in the live stream, make sure you check off the box so that way you can receive gifted memberships. At least 10 of those people that are on there are all gifted memberships. So if you don't have that box clicked, you're not in the running to get yourself a membership and enjoy all the perks that comes with. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have yourself a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, good night, no matter where you are in the world today. Thank you for taking the time to kick back, relax, unwind with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Thanks, peeps. Catch you next time.